She is our nation's most valuable weapon. So why did they betray her? Haywire.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching the movie that I never knew existed. It's a Gina Carano movie by the name of Haywire from 2011. Not heard of it, and I know that it has Channing Tatum in it as well from the clip I saw, but that's it. I have no idea of anything else, but this movie has been suggested by the wonderful Aran, so thank you very much, Aran. If you want to suggest any movies to me for me to have a little peruse of and watch, then please feel free to in the comments. And if you want to subscribe to the channel for more things like this, please feel free to. But without further ado, we're going to get on and watch it, because I'm interested to see what this is about. I've seen a few comments about this, and I'm not entirely sure what to think, and I don't even know what genre this film is. So let's get in with it. Upstate New York. There she is. Gina! The only thing I've seen her in, just Deadpool. Why am I getting the feeling, especially from the opening shot of just her looking at the cafe, I'm getting the feeling that this... Is she after him? I'm getting the feeling that this is like later in the film, and that it's one of those films where it goes back on itself. Just getting ready for something with Channing.
Why are you gonna make this difficult?
What's difficult? He turns himself in. Then it's easy. What exactly did he say I did?
He didn't. He just said to come pick you up.
Nothing about Barcelona?
No.
Nothing about Dublin? Nothing about Paul?
Hey, Dublin! My family's from Dublin.
You're really not getting in the car, are you?
No.
Thank you.
You got any?
What the? Ow. Who's this guy? Why does he just... Is he with her? What the f... Oh, I felt that. That guy's either working with her or he's going to be a character of some sort, because he's...
You got a car?
I recognise him as well. Was he... I recognise him as an actor.
What's your name?
Scott.
I'm Mallory.
Hi.
You're gonna fix my arm while we drive, okay, Scott?
One thing that I've noticed so far is that Gina's got this voice that is very voiceover.
Now take 2 of the dry packets. Put them on the one you already have in place.
Kind of like the sat-nav voice. Take 2 of the dried packets and place 1...
Wrap it around the gauze so it stays on my arm.
Sorry, I watched the film.
Okay, now take...
Not gonna lie, if they hadn't said upstate New York, I would have said Canada.
Who was that guy? I mean, honestly,
Aran? Someone I worked with.
was he your... You know,
No.
Oh.
where did you work with him?
Barcelona.
Are you in the drug business?
No.
Immediately jumps to the drugs.
They contracted a company I work for. Private company.
Hey, Ewan McGregor.
Barcelona, separatists?
No, it's clean. Negotiations broke down. Just need somebody to go and get the guy.
I'm liking the actors in this so far. Massive cast. Well, like well-known people anyway.
Any language,
Little
more
lens
access
flare
to
there as well.
intelligence,
More than the idea of someone else doing my job.
All right, now the immunity
Antonio Banderas.
do.
I like him.
Structure.
McGregor's looking very young there.
Your kit's under your bed.
Yours check out?
Good to go.
I'll tell me check later then. Thank you.
This surveillance company.
Oh, okay.
You like the little radios and the photographs of buildings.
You have Mallory Kane as an essential element.
Is that a problem?
Not a good precedent for me, for my business.
Boy, that doesn't work for us if she's not involved.
She's not available. All right, I'll free her up.
Yeah, so they're a surveillance team of some kind. This whistleblower. Doing a little jiggy to the tune here, sorry. I'm getting Mission Impossible vibes from this.
How are we not like
Anyone else think we're alike?
us?
Good to go.
Good to go.
So they're a surveillance team, but they're not. Is it a heist? This storyline is posing more questions than answering questions. It's just one enigma after another. Who are they? What are they after? What do they do? It's kind of like the Bourne films as well. God, she can run fast. I like they're not hamming it up with like shaky handheld. Although I have thought a couple of times it feels predictable at times. The shot more than anything. But that's a great shot, by the way. Another really good shot. The setting helps, I think. Another great shot.
When that guy took off, why'd you chase him? You already had Jang in the back seat.
I don't like loose ends.
Is this your idea of relaxing? Wine and gun maintenance?
There's another glass in the kitchen.
You gonna leave your name and number afterwards?
Why? You want it?
Wow. It's very forward.
You gonna leave Kenneth?
I left Kenneth 6 months ago.
I meant the company.
Company I left an hour ago.
I don't know, maybe,
Remember I said forward? San Diego. I'm very glad that they state these things on titles, because this, I would have thought they were in the same place as the last bit. Who's trying to come in? Get the bottle. Just take the bottle off the side. A gun works as well.
What are you doing here?
Gate key still worked.
Just landed?
Kenneth? Is he Kenneth? She said I've left Kenneth, so...
Your father, I bet, is just like the characters in his books.
How would you know? You've never read one of his books and you've never met him.
Just going off his photograph.
What do you want?
I have an assignment.
I'm overqualified.
The client has asked for you. You probably heard me mention the name Paul. He's one of us, but he's freelance. Paul has managed to get close to a curious character named Studer. Paul has presented himself as one half of a power couple.
MI6 wants me to be eye candy?
Paul, that's Paul.
Is it Channing? Oh, it's not.
Hi.
Hi.
Is it just me? Is this film a little confusing? It feels like they haven't done enough to set the plot up. If it's just me, then apologies. I'm trying to pay attention to it because I know I have a bad habit of, if I start a train of thought, I'll not quite pay attention to what I should be. So, what is that? I feel like he would have been more careful. Took his phone in with him.
All yours.
She took in her phone, because now he's probably going to do similar. Yeah. Good job, they're not a real couple. Because the amount of trust in their relationship is nothing. She looks beautiful.
You look fantastic.
I'm leaving my gun.
Me too.
This where she's got like a secret gun hidden somewhere. Russborough. Getting a bit of a Bond vibe with this.
It's where we were supposed to meet Studer.
He never turned up.
That guy just recognized me.
Who?
Gray
Yeah.
shirt, gray tie, goatee.
It's obvious you're newlyweds. Still talking to each other instead of the other guests?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we being rude?
No.
Katie? Eric Studer.
Hi.
She said earlier we were supposed to meet Studer, but they did meet Studer.
I may have better than this. We're going to St. Maurice.
We?
Yeah, some friends.
Ah, the good old days of BlackBerry. I never had one, but everybody had one.
Maybe Saturday.
If only she had a, like a voice device on him, so she could hear what he was saying.
Lucky. You've only seen the inside. I should show you the maze.
There's a maze?
It a little dark out there?
Perfect time.
It's not a perfect time. This is The Shining. Not all is right. She did that in heels. I think. On gravel. Yeah, in stilettos as well. Dead body. Oh, Shang, I think that was his name. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that was the thing she had. Why did they have to give us that shot, that establishing shot of that was what she was wearing earlier? We know.
Where are you?
In the bathroom.
Treating us like idiots.
I spoke to Studer briefly and made our apologies. Told him we'd discuss Emirates in the morning.
Do you think she's taken off her heels because she knows when she gets inside there's going to be trouble? Thank you. So she can... Yep, I told you! Mind read this. I thought it was going to be that she'd get in the door and... around his face. Like what she's doing now. Yeah, like that. Hello, whoever wrote this script, can I help you write? Oh, mind the glass! I'm hoping that glass was made out of something other than actual glass, because that would have hurt.
Mallory, you're in way over your head. You've been out of control since you've arrived.
Thighs of death. Oh, really? Thighs of death. Damn. Oh, she's really going for it. Okay, the job's definitely gone wrong. I don't know if she was meant to kill him or not. Was she being framed? Hence the brooch being in Zhang's hand. I'm saying Zhang's. Apologies if I got the pronunciation wrong, but my name is cool. 1, 2.
Excuse me, I should take this. Polly, is the divorce final? Oh, Mallory.
So he was meant to kill her. Hence the thing as he came in the door.
Hello.
Dad, it's Mal. Things are kind of screwed up here, and I need to come home.
Careful. Watch your six.
I'll see you at the house.
This whole film is like, you know, that whole riddle wrapped in an enigma thing. It's just a weave, like of things. Oh, he's definitely watching her, isn't he? Casing her out. He's gonna follow her. So's the guy at the van. What's the beep? Yeah, that van's still following, and so is that man apparently. That car. It's fascinating that it's almost like a slow burner, but it keeps you intrigued the entire way because there's no music. Now there is, okay. It shows the pace of it though, that she was keeping her calm, keeping her cool before, and now she's having to go for it. I feel like you question that if someone just ran in the back door. Oh, hey, stop! Oh, I'm doing that, like I can see round the corner. So I was right earlier, by the way, when I said, is it the ending at the beginning? Something after... the tracker. It's a great movie location. The rooftop. Damn! They're not very good at their job, are they? Nice. Again, with rooftops, you've always got to have that shot of someone jumping over a roof above you. That was a nice shot. Oh! Ow! God, they're really intense with the... keeping everything almost seem real, if that makes sense. Is that the taxi driver that was waiting for her at the beginning?
Hi, it's Mallory.
Earlier.
But I just wanted to verify one thing with you before I actually file my report.
Was it you or Kenneth who sold the Barcelona job to Studer?
Kane just called me.
She's still in Dublin?
Well, she said she just landed in New York.
No.
Who is this?
Mallory, hi. My name is Alex Koblenz, and I was with Kenneth Rodrigo when the Barcelona deal went down.
Can you bring me in?
We can, yes, but I'd like you to keep doing what you're doing. We want you to bust Kenneth's budget, see how he reacts. I promise I'll do everything I can to convince him to meet you.
There's some water in my backpack. Have some.
I might be overthinking this because of how many people have double-crossed her and that, but why am I getting the feeling that he's going to double-cross her as well? It's probably completely wrong.
What's going on here?
Random road check.
Again, I'm probably wrong. He's probably just a really innocent guy. It's just that when she came in, he sort of did a quick thing. I noticed, I remembered it.
Just got this car like a week ago.
Yeah, well, whoops, more Leos.
It's Leo.
Law enforcement officers.
Do you see what I mean about they've kept things in almost too much, like this? The backing up sequence, you wouldn't include the whole thing.
That was nice. That was nice. That was really bad. I thought that was going to be really bad for a second. I thought...
Oh, was a great driver until... Oh, the deer. Oh.
Yeah, are you?
Oh my god, there's a deer in the car.
Well, he did get the car. So she runs and now doesn't run.
Show me your hands.
Proceed with suspects to 2345 Clearview.
They're not real police.
I'm a private contractor on a 1024 operation, and these guys you're about to meet are not federal agents. Really keep your distance.
You need to sit back.
Look, an innocent civilian will be killed if you do not listen to me.
Wonder Woman, you said your piece. Now sit back and shut up.
No. Oh! She was right. She was right. Although they couldn't have done anything about it. They shot from afar, so...
Just keep your head down a few more minutes and you're out of this.
Great.
Now, we got ourselves a real Twizzler here. And for 8 figures, I don't accept excuses, explanations, or rationales.
Play like you're shocked. The guy with the broken arm, Aran, get in his head.
Her prints are all over the room. The security video shows them coming in together and her leaving alone.
She shot him in the head.
Add that to the 4 police and that is 5 dead in 3 days. Did she ever mention the name Kenneth?
No.
What do you know about her? Really, at the end of the day.
She texted me, said she was going to Barcelona.
What did she say exactly?
Going to Barcelona. Call you after.
6 words, that's it.
Going to
So
Barcelona.
it was enough for Mallory.
Dad, don't say anything. Give Kenneth the phone.
Just be careful.
Desirable outcome in this situation. And turn yourself in.
He's like... Says she's here.
Mother.
Surrender now if you want to live.
Come with me now if you want to live. It reminds me of that.
All right, Kenneth. We'll do it your way.
She's here.
Here? Where?
In the house. Track says she's in the house. Go. Now, you sit
Outside.
down.
You knew about this? You knew she was here?
No. You were in Barcelona? I'm confused. She works for a private company.
We can handle this. Go.
Dramatic shot with the torch there. I love it. Oh. Splattered up the car.
Who did that? Her?
Do.
We were contracted to rescue somebody.
So he killed
Seems to me
her.
you auctioned him off
Him.
and tried to burn her. That's not what happened.
Don't give me a reason.
Don't kill him, don't kill him.
No, just go help her.
How the heck is he gonna help her? Also, the other guy's a bit of a wimp if he's just gonna run at the thought that she's gonna try and get him as well.
Kenneth!
That's a good shot.
You better run.
That look is severe determination. It's proper. What's his name from Taken? I will find you, and I will kill you. I don't know how. He's still there. I thought he'd escaped in the car.
You were his contact.
No, I was his employer. There's a very big difference, trust me.
There's only one person I trust.
Your dad, yes. He okay?
He's fine. Thanks for cleaning up. Where is he?
Well, Mallory, that is a valuable piece of information, isn't it? We think he's crossed the border. Possible sightings in Veracruz.
That's a very overexposed shot.
Thing up for.
Yes? He's not available.
He's just hiding out and waiting for her to come to him.
I'm good. Just going for a walk.
Is that a wise idea, sir? So her thing of, you know what I said earlier about the whole Taken thing, when I did the, I don't know how, but I will find you and I will kill you. She kind of is finding him to kill him. I'm assuming anyway, but yep. Oh, kind of right. Whoosh. It's a different way to do an action scene, but in some ways I kind of like it. It's very... We're almost observers of the fight. We're not in on the fight, like a lot of films would be. Now we are. We're in on the fight now. Getting right in his face. But at the same time, with all these sort of far away shots as well, it's kind of comedic. Ow!
Who did I extract in Barcelona?
You mean who did you kill in Dublin? A dissident journalist, a scientist. What does it matter?
It mattered to someone. Who?
I also know this Kane girl is about to leave her employer and take all his business with her, which he won't survive. I see an opportunity for everyone to transcend their circumstances.
You mean...
Was that whole shot meant to be in black and white and they just accidentally only put half of the shot in black and white? Because that was a very weird shot.
Put a bullet in him, plant the brooch on him, and then kill her when you get back to the hotel.
Just leave him. Leave you there just to drown, in pain, die, all of the above. Beautiful sunset. Focus pulled to the back. Shows her there. She doesn't come back. I think she's dead. Does he not thought that she went to answer the door and she's not come back yet? Oh yeah. Okay, thoughts. Absolutely loved it. The film itself was different to what I went into it expecting. It was kind of a manic film mixed with a very slow, winding film, but really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It was different to most other thrillers. Is that a thriller? Is that an action film? What is it? Every time there was action, you would be pulled back almost. And anytime there was a car chase, you would always have these sections of the car chase where it was longer. It felt more realistic because you would always stay locked off on the majority of just one camera. Like, for instance, when she was backing up from the police, and it was just the one shot of her backing up, and they just kept on that one shot until she finished backing up. Does that make sense? Instead of them cutting to different cameras and trying to make that shorter. I understand why they did it in some ways, but in other ways, I feel like it made it drag just a little bit too much. And if they hadn't done that, potentially it wouldn't have dragged so much. But then there would be the references to it being similar to Bourne and to other films similar to that. I'm just going by Bourne because I've seen them and I know it's kind of similar to that. It's not entirely similar, but there's some aspects of how they're, similar. But yeah, let me know your thoughts as well. I mean, for me, I loved Gina in that role, but I did feel that film had something missing from it. It felt empty at the same time as being full of things, like full of action, full of dialogue, full of plot points and characters, so many well-known faces. Maybe that was it, I don't know. It felt empty, like they tried to put a plot in there, didn't quite work out exactly what there was going to be. I wasn't really sure where it was going in places. Like, I didn't know if she was just going to surveil someone, if she was then going to do a bank robbery or a heist kind of thing, or if she at one point was then going to be like a James Bond character and kick people's asses and, do the James Bondy kind of stuff. And I feel like there's something that I'm not saying about the film that I've got in my head, but for me, it worked, but it took a long time to work because the first, half an hour of the film, I was so confused by the plot. There were a few points in the film and I was thinking, have I really missed something? And maybe I did. Maybe going back and watching it again, I will pick up on those points. Like at first, I didn't know if Kenneth was one of the people that we had picked up throughout the film. I did think it was, what's his name at first? Ewan McGregor. And it turns out it was Ewan McGregor. And I know the company was called Kenneth as well as the person, but it was the person that I was thinking. But when they mentioned Kenneth and the fact that she was with him at some point, and then it goes to the point where he's trying to get in the door and he's got keys to her place and they make some kind of conversation about it. It makes it seem like they've been together at some point. So that's why I thought, he's Kenneth. Right, that makes sense. I also don't feel like both of their characters really mix. For them to have been together, like in a relationship, they don't really feel like they mix together as characters. So Gina Carano underwent a 6-week intensive tactical training course with Aran Cohen, an ex-Israeli special ops fighter. I think she portrayed a special ops person as well, didn't she? She spent 3 hours a day in stunts and 3 hours a day with Cohen during a particularly harrowing 2-week period when Cohen was teaching Serrano the art of surveillance and counter-surveillance, which seems to have done a lot in the film. He and his team tracked her via a GPS system installed in her car. Did he tell her that? I'm assuming he did, and this was the whole point, and he didn't just do it secretly. He gave her a prop blue pistol to use as defense and intercepted her as she was coming out of a hair salon. Okay, so it's correct, although coming out of a hair salon and the people in the hair salon are going, oh my god, she was just taken. She was just harassed outside the... I just got extensions and was feeling so pretty. This is what she said, not me. I look so pretty. I just got extensions and was feeling so pretty. He taught me entry and exiting a building, clearing a room. He put a GPS on my car. He followed me around. He had me stalking people. He had people stalking me. Gina Carano's voice was dubbed. Right, okay, so it turns out that apparently, no, it is her voice in the film, but it's not her voice at the same time. So her dialogue in the film isn't her at the time voice. It's been redubbed or ADR'd, as they call it, after the film. So Gina Carano went back into the studio and re-recorded it, all of her audio, literally every line of her dialogue. The reason why is so that Steven Soderbergh could then go into the studio and alter her voice digitally, because they didn't want her Haywire character voice to sound like her. But the most amazing thing is that the majority of the film I didn't realise was ADR'd. I just thought there were certain parts in her speaking that sounded like a voiceover, which is what I mentioned in the film when I was watching it. It sounded like she could do voiceover, but that's because her voice was voiced over. You were probably watching it, knowing this bit of information, going, it's voiceover, it's not real. So apparently approximately 20 minutes into the film, Mallory Kane, that's her character's name, receives a book entitled Desert Assault, written by John Kane, I remember that bit, her father. The name also happens to be one of the several aliases used by the fictional character David Webb, aka Jason Bourne from the Bourne series. What did I say the film was like? I said it was like Jason Bourne's films. Apparently Dennis Quaid was cast but dropped out due to a scheduling conflict with Soul Surfer, which came out in 2011. Bill Paxton then replaced him. During filming the beach fight with Gina and Ewan punched Gina by accident. Gina wasn't hurt and asked him if he was okay as he hurt his hand from punching her. Amazing. You know, it hasn't said it here, but I'm pretty sure that this was Gina's breakout role. I might be wrong. Let me just check this out. Yep, her breakthrough movie role was HAYWIRE. Yep, and she was originally an MMA fighter. But yeah, I hadn't seen her in anything else other than Deadpool when I started watching this. But she was brilliant in this movie. I mean, there were times, but bear in mind this was her first role and she hadn't done acting before that at any point. There were times when I felt like her acting was very robotic, very sort of almost wooden. But for the majority of the role, for the majority of the film, it was perfect. For my standards anyway. I mean, to be fair, the character that she was playing had to be kind of sort of stern and very cyborg-like, if that makes sense. But she had that sort of softer, more caring side as well with the character. But she also then had this more intense, tough, strong side. When Gina, as Mallory Kane, breaks into a stranger's car and borrows a change of clothing, she wears a Trinity sweatshirt. This sweatshirt is in reference to Trinity College, Dublin. In real life, Gina graduated from Trinity Christian High School in Las Vegas, Nevada, where she led the girls' basketball team to a state title. There was something I was wondering as well. Later in the film, when Ewan and Gina are fighting on the beach, I kept thinking, this sounds stupid because, you know, it's just a set of rocks, but I kept thinking, is that the beach from Greece? Okay, do you know what? My light keeps cutting out. This is like the 4th time it has cut out now. I'm going to try and get a new light for subsequent videos, but I'm going to finish this video now with the light as it is. So apologies, guys. Let me see if I can turn on the other light, actually. It's the 4th time it's cut out now. So I've decided, you know what? I've only got a little bit left of this video, so I'm just gonna leave it be, and I'll just finish filming this and then probably get another light at some point. I was right. I was looking at it thinking, I was thinking I'm crazy. So I hadn't said anything, and I thought, no, do you know what? I'm gonna bring it up. But I just thought I didn't really want to interrupt anything at the time. So it was the beach that Greece was filmed on. Just thought it was, you know, there were a couple of rocks. The fight scene was filmed at Leo Carrillo State Beach, Malibu, California, standing in for Veracruz. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave the trivia there just because obviously the light running out and the lighting is completely different now. Take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching HAYWIRE with me, just like I love watching it as well. So thank you so much, Aran, for the request. And if you want to, you know, put your requests or suggestions down in the comments below, and you feel free to, or in any of the other videos that I've got as well. Go and check them out as well. Subscribe to the channel for more things like this, and yeah, I'll see you later in the next one, or you'll see me. You know what I mean. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.